So this is a short video on the DCC-EX CSB1. I decided to, instead of ordering it from directly from the store, I placed an order for 5, which is a standard order with the JLCPCB. So I had them fabricate the boards. I was able to find the files online, and I placed an order. So here's 4, and the 5th one is there. The only thing is that there's missing a couple of parts that they didn't have in stock. This is TLP2361. Then here's a little socket here, and there was another item. Oh yeah, they don't give you the well, I didn't order the male plugs that go into here. And yeah, oh yeah, the other thing was the barrel connector. So I ended up ordering those from a DigiKey. So a barrel connector here and the TCP2361. I didn't have this connector, couldn't find this one. So but for now I don't really need it. So what I did is, since I don't have the male connectors, I ended up using 2 DuPont connectors, pop them into the hole, connect the wire to the track. There we go. So, and what's neat is that the software that you need to put, because again, you know, I'm having these made and not ready-made. Oh yeah, I had to also add the little screen. And apparently the screen doesn't come on. Well, it's not on now. I don't know if it's a software setting. Only when I plug in the USB-C, then I get the it tells me the information on the screen. So that works when that's plugged in. So I know that the screen is working. It's just right now when the power is plugged in this way, it doesn't work. Again, I'll have to check the settings. So yeah, since I ordered it from JLCPCB, the chip is not programmed. So you could, but the software is part of the DCC-EX installer program. So when you go in there and you select what command station you have, or if you have a Uno or a Mega, it'll show this DCC-EX CSB1. So again, with the USB-C connection, you can update it. So that's what I got going here. So now you can see on the phone here, DCC-EX 73 or 7CC83C. So if I connect to that Wi-Fi, put in a password. So I had set it up. You can't leave the password blank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So join. So it's connected, and then usually what's going to happen is it'll pop. See, yeah, there'll be no internet connection, which is fine, because that thing is acting as an access point. And so then what you do is you switch over to the we throttle. Now it says, see, server connecting. Okay. If I go to settings, I might see server settings. See, DCC-EX shows up there. I go back. See, track power, it's off. And it might be hard to see, but in there, let me see. I'll turn the track power on. And yeah, there was a little yellow light. There it is. Track power off, on. Okay, so then I go to throttle. Let me see, I'll select the locomotive. And then I have my roster already in here. Set. This guy goes green. There's a locomotive there. Let's see. Back to the throttle. And horn. Let's see. Or bell. Horn. And throttle. Oop. Wrong way. Reverse. I don't want reverse, I want forward. Bring that forward. So there he goes. It works. I'm pretty impressed right off the bat, right off the cuff, right off the bat, as they would say. So again, the only problem I have right now is that LCD screen. I'll see if I can get that working. So the other project I would like to get going is, I would have liked it if this guy would have been had a local net connection on it. So I ordered from Hans Tanner the IOTT stick. What is it? The Red Hat. So I'm gonna see if I could get the Red Hat on here and then connect the local net devices to it. Then it'll be an all-in-one nice little box. Because in his case, I know with the Hans Tanner, he's using the well, you can use either the Uno or the Mega as your bottom Arduino board. It would be nice if you can replace that Uno or Mega with this guy, because then he has a power supply built in, 5 amps. And then if you need more power, well, hopefully we can add those power boosters, the shields that Hans Tanner has. Okay, that's what 5 boards looks like. Thanks for listening. Okay, so in this part of the video, I just want to explain how I use the DCC, the EX installer software. Because when you order these boards from JLCPCB, you know, it's not programmed. So you have to install the software. The other thing important to note is that the USB-C cable here, you have to make sure that you have one that transmits data. Because if it's just sometimes the thinner wires, you know, it's only for power, for charging. I had a USB-C wire for my flashlight, and that one, it was only for power, obviously. And so you have to make sure you have one that also shows data, or else it won't show up in your device manager or in this program here. So in this case, select device. And I know it's this one here. Select the correct device, and now you see it shows these DCC-EX CSB1. Pick that guy. Pick this guy. And what's neat is you can take the development version here. You should be, you have to make sure you're connected to the internet, Wi-Fi, because when it opens, it'll go and it'll see what's the latest one, and it'll display it here. So that's that, and then configure. Here I'll say I have a display. I'm going to install the create automation, config, and start on power up. We'll give that a try. And my problem was I had selected 132 by 64, and it should be 128 by 64. Select the motor driver. Again, here EX CSB1. And then you have to go to Wi-Fi. I'm going to use that as an access point. And the password will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You need 8 characters. Advanced config. So now it tells you everything. It's going to show up as DCC-EX. Let me see. Can I change the name? I don't know if, oh, track managing config. What if I track manager? Configure track manager, why not? Track manager, main program. Okay. Doesn't really change anything. I think that's what the default is. What else can I change? Can I change the name? Select your motor. Okay. Compile and upload. Then load. So that's going to run for a few minutes, and when that's done, we'll be back. Bye. The other thing I wanted to mention is when you order these boards from JLCPCB, I mean, you're saving a lot of money, because I think it cost me about $180 for the 5 boards, as opposed to if you buy the ready-made board, it's around $100, $120. So you get 5, which is a lot better. If you blow one up, well, you got 4 spares, so that's a good thing. But you have to be careful in that, you know, if they don't have all the parts, you'll know when you place your order if they have all the parts. If they don't, well, you'll have to decide, you know, are you going to are you going to be able to install the missing parts. For like instance, this connector here. See, it's very close to that capacitor there. You know, how are you going to solder it? And if you do have a hot air gun, I have a hot air gun. See, one right here. Yep. So, and then a fine tip. But you know, it's very close. It blows air, so you know you might be you know, put some you have to buy like this some solder, and then be able to put it on there, and then you know, solder it, get it hot enough that it melts the solder. But then you don't want that guy to that little guy to you know, because the heat will come to that guy and he'll heat up and he could just you know, blow away. And then you're like, where did that go? Because those things are tiny. Just like over here, I added this guy here, you know. So again, very careful you don't get close to the other components and blow those guys off. So you'll have to have that expertise. So that's the drawback. But the nice thing, like I said, is the cost effective. And if you blow one, well, you got spares. Okay. Okay, so as you see here, the screen is not working. It's doing these lines are it's because of the resolution of the screen here. I don't see it with my eye. You could just see it through the camera. Ordinarily, you wouldn't see that. So that is plugged to that. It's being powered by a USB-C plug. So now it's working. And now let's see if I'm able to one-handed unplug it. Okay, that's out. Now I'll bring it over here and plug it into the... Oh, look at that. See, this is the other board, so I don't have the barrel jack. I'll have to solder on the barrel jack, plug it in, and see how that works. Bye for now. Okay, so now I soldered on the barrel connector. I'll plug in the power. And there you see the display comes on, and then the rest of the information. So there you go. I'll be able to connect to it now. That's it.